much of damage just by having a great start early on.
Like to pressure these side lanes. We'll see if they can do it.
It's game number 3. 1-1. Indonesia versus Philippines having the same point. As we dwell upon all those choices back in the draft, this is a greater choice now for Unigo. Having that Minoan Fury, having that knockup, as you mentioned, the space right now that they can do for team fights is so important. In game number 1, they were trying to look for an opportunity to make the perfect set, because at some points in this kind of lineup, when you're up against a Fanny, even a Melissa, you might want to penetrate from the back.
Yeah, you have to focus on that, right? Again, when we talk about this Fanny pick alone, we talk about specifically high risk, high reward. You know, when we saw this even yesterday, we're like, man, okay, when you pick in a Fanny, for example, you're either playing in style. Well, no, really you are just playing in style. You're trying to style and also snowball. Like, one of the big things about this pick alone, which we're going to see in a bit for Super Ken, is how fast can he set the momentum, right, for Indonesia here. If it's 1 or 2 kills on a jungler like Fanny, because this is a hyper-focused assassin, right? The past 2 games, man, we've seen a lot of utility tanky type junglers. Yeah. This time, it's a battle between that utility type jungler in the hands of, for the Philippines, and then of course you have Fanny and Super Ken. He's also, as we get a glimpse here while we still wait for a bit, Super Ken is rolling with a killing spree, right? And so now you're wondering, can you get the snowball going faster than your opposing team? That's what they're going for. So we'll see if Indonesia can execute that the way they wanted to go with this draft. It's super important that they really utilize it.
Yeah, now early game. Okay, going back slowly onto this best of 5. It's game number 3. Philippines versus Indonesia. Having the same point. And then as we wait to get into the land of dawn, a lot of things can be speculated. A lot of things can be broken down.
There we go.
But how will the execution work though? Early game, we have level 3 onto Arcangel and Unigo. And Recatiano having the AJ for the gold lane pushes a lot of pressure. Look at that. Oh, speaking of which.
This is exactly what I was talking about. Super Ken looking for that first blood. Great defensive maneuvers. Vin could be in trouble now. Nowhere to escape. A couple hits away. Who's it going to? They give it to Arcangel on this Farsa. Solid pickup.
Good response. Good follow-up though. Early game, they know that they need more great start with the waves and also getting at the items. But that was just 4 members trying to take down Vin. An amazing response, an amazing follow-up. That slows down more of the potential for, again, for the objective that can be taken, but he's still stuck on level 3 as of now.
And as we get through this, right, this is the first turtle now up here. And with that first blood, it will help them a little bit. It's not going to change the course too much. Both teams still trying to get to level 4. This could, though. So Rizzo might be in trouble. Fraser's Wrath not going to find the kill there. Had to use the Consecrate. His ultimate's down now. Should be able to regen a little bit, but still, Philippines in control of this first turtle. Vin also making his way, not able to get that level 4 just yet. They're going to have to battle this out. Might just go in the hands of Philippines. Nowhere to be found. Super Ken. There it is. The retribution. Turtle secured here for Philippines early on. And it looks like they're going to keep going. Vin going to be in trouble. Falls once again in the hands of Arcangel. Gets the second kill. It was Super Ken trying to put the pressure on the purple buff. Trading that objective possibly to take some resources. And that will not work for their favor.
Good front line cover. Follow-up from Unigo and wings by wings from Arcangel's trying a bit of a burst poke against Uranus and as well as the Baksha. Now looking by this progress right now on our screens, even for the items, you have the Clock of Destiny present for Arcangel and as well as slowly building up for defense for the export. We have the Warrior Boots. So maintaining more of these lanes. Hold up.
Oh.
So Rizzo.
Rizzo. Yeah, that's tough, right? Again, we did mention in the draft, he's going to be going 1 versus 3, but not there. That time it didn't work out for him. He needs a little bit more time to get a little tankier. This is crucial though, man. Early on, we're just nearing the 4-minute mark. And when you have a Farsa this stacked 3-0 early on, it's tough to deal with because the burst potential comes way sooner. So now we'll see them fight it out putting the pressure on the purple buff. They know how much Super Ken needs it here. They either want to force out the retribution or possibly steal this themselves. Everybody joining the fight at this point. They're going to go for it. Super Ken will fall. Cannon on the run. Chorizo was trying to get the kill, won't be able to get it, has to back off. It's getting tough here for Super Ken. Again, this is what you want to do when you pick a high assassin-based hero like Fanny. You want to be able to scale really quickly, fast, and it's not happening right now for Indonesia.
Arcangel, with just having a small amount of health, good positioning and utilization of the Feather Airstrike aided a kill from Indonesia, taking down Super Ken by just taking his own purple, pushed them in a corner to even respond for a defense. So that was a good way of pressuring them. As you mentioned, being dependent onto the purple buff is one thing that they can utilize against them. So we have the turtle up, and Philippines has more control here onto their own area. So Saison and Ecuadoriano, though,
They just give it up.
give it up as well. So Vin trying to see a potential for a retry battle, but no, he just taking some vision now.
Yeah, Vin might be in trouble once again. This could be a third death, and it is. Recutiano picks up the kill here. And what you're seeing is just Indonesia trying to find some type of win. If that's just these buffs, if that's just these camps around the map, trading these objectives, it's what they have to do. At this early point in the game, with this momentum-based lineup, their backs are against the wall, right? So in essence, Super Ken gets this orange buff here on the side of the Philippines. They might look for a moment, look for a play, but look where Saison is here. He's going for the purple buff. So they might clash here. The fight for it. Look at the pressure. Arcangel has to go out with the wings by wings. There's the feathered airstrike. Quite a bit of damage, though. Super Ken will fall. Can't get away with the cables. Unigo did fall as well. They finally get on the board here, but Sakin also went down. Off-camera kill here. 2 fall for Indonesia, plus the first turret of the game in the hands of the Philippines.
Clearly, Philippines having a great start with the push and also with the takedown. Super Ken falling down again. 0-2-0. Having the plate of Heptasis press on his first item actually denies the passive of the proc. The ambush, speaking of which, take that down. Super Ken has taken another, again, an objective and a kill for his own.
Man, right now, like I said, you're kind of just scraping for what you can, you know, and with Super Ken getting that kill there, that is probably one of the better things that can happen to him at this point in the game. You know, he's losing some of these buffs, he's finding what he can, and so that's literally the response, right? Chorizo, once again, trying to go multiple members here, can't heal up enough, will fall in enemy territory. It's getting dicey there for Chorizo in that XP lane.
Yeah. XP lane right now is getting more attention. So into its own lane of Cannon right now, still holding his own defense with a stand of 8-2. Advantage of gold and economy is now with Philippines. Last turtle of the game, Indonesia would really want to contest this. They need that extra boost on the gold right now. He needs more items. They need more items for damage. Meanwhile, on down bottom, Cannon has his own immortality and just looking away just to take down this turret.
And as they go through this game, you can already see the nice lead that Philippines has garnered themselves. That's going to be another turtle for Saison. Vin, taking the brunt of the damage, is quite tanky at this point, though, despite going down multiple times. Can he hold on a little bit longer? The rest of his team not able to help him. It's just him versus 4, whittled down, taken out here by Recutiano. Another kill in the hands of this gold lane. Chorizo just trying to hold it down. This is looking rough. Oh man, he almost got away, but paired up there. A great combination from the Philippines.
Level 11. Saison on this Fredrin, onto this taunt, onto this tool. By this alone, adding so much engage, so much gank on the own lane. Speaking of which, Super Ken now being spotted down, being spotted up by Cannon and Saison. Recutiano now has the Wind of Nature, and this might be a greater chance to even hold the front line for just being and connecting more of his hits. But now we can't actually move out or trying to remove Sakin out of the picture. He's building up with his items. He has the corrosion side, he has the DHS, probably building up to amplify those basic hits. Having or using the models right away in these kind of team fights can actually work for Indonesia.
This is tough. The assault in the mid lane, tier 1's the focus here. Vin will take the brunt of the damage. Isn't able to keep them at bay. Cannon goes in with the last insanity, finds another kill. Chorizo falls for the 4th time here. It's getting tough. Moreno now looking to hold down the mid lane as much as possible. Has to flicker out too. You wonder if it was worth it even going that far in the mid lane. And now down a flicker here. 20 seconds away from this Lord. 3 turtles taken by the Philippines. Is Indonesia actually in a position to contest this? They're gonna lose the purple as well for Super Ken. He doesn't have that. This buff right here, stolen by the Philippines, is super crucial for a hero like Super Ken on this Fanny. If he doesn't have it, he loses a lot of that ability to move around, and that's why he's planning himself, taking a risk to possibly get another. Look at the damage, Arcangel, he gets him off camera, but around the buff. So they lose a member. Can they somehow contest this Lord down? A lot of magic damage. Gonna be going for it. Torn apart memory. Recutiano trying to save this fight. Goes in with the jump. No Fury from Unigo. Huge setup though. Turning it around. Double kill already. Last insanity going to use. Here's Super Ken. Can he turn it around? He goes in, gets the killing spree, and gets out of dodge. The Lord will reset.
What an advantage. Trying to get the first kill. Recutiano is not yet stopping. That is a 6-1 and 4 onto this Brody. Eyeing the first tier turret in mid. Philippines takes it down and has a better way in taking this Lord.
They might start it up here. They know that in just a couple seconds, Saison will be up. He'll make his way to this Lord if they need him. But Super Ken, mobile as he is, will get here for the information, the possibility to steal the Lord away. They're gonna hold it up, it resets. Again, both teams fighting for this first Lord of the game. This will help them push into each other's bases, focusing on these turrets. They're gonna go ahead and give it a go. Vin goes in, rolls in.
Super
gonna
Ken
get dragged a little bit. There's the knock up, he's in trouble, will fall. Super Ken is still waiting, down a member. Vin is gone.
Looking for a chance.
Gonna come down to the retribution. Unigo gonna spot him out. Can he go in? No, it's secured by Saison, and Super Ken has to get out.
Okay, now all of the objectives slowly being cleaned up by Philippines, forcing them to attack. Super Ken dropping on half HP. Cannon as well, securing most of the front line and just pushing towards the mid lane. We have a follow-up also from the Lord up top. Defensive-wise, or defense item-wise, Philippines has more ways to answer the sustain of a Faramis right now against Moreno.
So for Indonesia, look at this. They're working down from an 8,000 gold deficit. Super Ken is left to decide, what do I do? Is it to get a kill here on Recutiano? He's gonna go ahead and try. Wind of Nature already popped. He has a couple marks on him. Torn apart memory! Will not be able to get him because of the range. He stays alive for now.
That was so close. That was really close. If he had an extra distance, he could have gone down right away.
He's cabling. He's cabling.
We need to check the defense department right now of Indonesia. We have Oracle and Dominance Ice presence for the Uranus, a bit of a frontline cover, but for their own roam. We have the COD, we have the Lightning Truncheon, we have Mana. He has more ways to respond and to complete more of the CDR.
Okay, they're going to go ahead and assault the base here. First Lord of the game will be able to get them a turret. Vin taking quite a bit of damage. Has nowhere to go. Will fall in the jungle. Last Insanity pushing them back. They'll be able to clear this Lord here. Can Super Ken get a kill? Can't. Cannon has the immortality, still able to stay up as well. They're in trouble, so Rizzo, couple hits away, will survive for now. Minoan Fury goes through. Netherrealm taken care of. Might be looking to end the game here. Super Ken trying to turn the tide of this fight. They lose the mid turret as well. Still looking for a kill. They push back the Philippines. They're playing with risk here. They have to turn this around. They're gonna go in. Chorizo goes past the wall. Arcangel will fall, and they're still going. The Philippines might be in trouble here. Recutiano popping the Wind of Nature, looking for the kill. Can he get it? Sakin stays alive with the go away, and they hold on. But meanwhile, Chorizo 1 versus 4 will fall in the jungle. But Super Ken sweeps in, gets his buff.
There was just fights all over, looking for a way to shut down 1 or 2 members out of these teams. Chorizo falling down, Vin falling down, looking just by the damage. They're capitalizing on Socket to get those kills and items in by looking at those bursts coming from this Melissa. He has now the golden staff. He has more ways to utilize this Inspire. It's on cooldown, but it's so much effective. Being in the front line, Moreno, even by the presence of this Uranus, is a better way to buy more time and to throw models right away and use that I'm on you. I can see potential of a comeback here for Indonesia. If they keep holding this time, if they keep buying more time and find an avenue to go for a back line against Philippines, it's the answer for them to take a great fight up until this Lord is about to be taken.
Now that both junglers focus on this area of the Lord here, you're going to see them get in position once again. Super Ken has to get the information he needs to really contest this, but keep an eye on the map. There's some pressure here that the Philippines wants to put on. Philippines does this. That's exactly what they go for. And now, as the Lord is still worked on here, held at half health, this is that Lord dance, like we like to call it. Both teams just holding it down. The purple buff is up. They know that Super Ken needs this. They have the information they need. They're going to make him try to either use the Retribution or get it.
No.
He uses the Retribution to secure the purple buff. They have the information, and Philippines will punish for that, taking the Lord here. It's up to Indonesia to defend against this Lord push.
Good resource forced out. Super Ken, he needs that purple. He needs that important objective, being just the Fanny, the damage dealer, and also Salkin, you're being pressed on the team fights. They actually would really want that, but that time around, it was just Philippines. They were diverting the attention, and they were just taking down the Lord. Now they're pushing in mid.
And this is what it could come down to for Indonesia here. They've got to deal with this Lord. They got to deal with the minions. There's the CC coming through. Ken, he's in trouble. The pickup, that is huge for the Philippines as they assault the base here. Looking to take game number 3. Last Insanity pushing them back, and there's nothing that Indonesia can do. Down 2 members. They'll focus on the crystal here and take game number 3.
Philippines is now having another chance. 2-1 against Indonesia.
Match point.
Match point for Team Philippines. It is best of 5. Slowly. What a great start. A dominating, strong start from Philippines.
This is what I was saying. Anytime you see a Fanny, there's a reason why a lot of fans love to see it.